This is a real quick overview of WebAssign. I am currently in my home page at smccd.edu/accounts/LAPUZ. From here I can click on courses or simply scroll down until I see my courses for spring 2014, and the first one there is Math200 Online. So what we want to do is we want to go to WebAssign, and here we're going to use our class key. So let's copy the class key, which is Kenyatta College, and there's two 4-digit numbers to go and input. So you can copy that and then paste it onto this I have a class key. Once you've inputted the class key, hit submit. It will ask you if this is the correct information, if this is the correct class. You say yes, this is my class. And now it's going to ask you if you already have a WebAssign account or if you need to create one. So if you already have a WebAssign account, you can click on I already have a WebAssign account, and then you log in with your username. The institution is Kenyatta College with no space, and your password. If you need to create a WebAssign account, you click on this and continue, and then it's going to ask for username, and it's going to make sure that it's a unique username, and then you type in your password. When we get down to here with your first and last name, make sure that you actually put your first name first and your last name second, and then the email address. I would prefer that you use the my.smccd.edu address, and you don't need the student ID number, so you can leave that blank. And then after that you can create your account. Once you create your account, in the future you would be logging in through WebAssign with your username, your institution, again it's Kenyatta College, and your password. Okay, so let's say you got all that set up and you are able to log in, and when you do, this is what you'll see. So it looks like in the beginning of the semester you can get free access until January 20th. So that's only a week after the school starts. It's not very much time. If you want to get access now, you can purchase it, and you can purchase the access code online. I don't know if the bookstore has it, but if you purchase it online, it looks like it's going to be about $30. So I hope that's okay. Once you have access to it, this is basically what you'll see. We're only going to use this site for your homework assignments and maybe some other online portions of exams type things. But it's mainly going to be for your homework assignments. There's also access to the textbook here if you need it, but you can get access to the textbook through web access as well. So let's take a look at one of the homework assignments and see how it would look like. Your homework assignments would, in the beginning, tell you how many problems you have to do and the points for each problem. That's basically the number of blanks that you have to fill in for each problem. And it looks like we have some information about frequency, and they want us to put relative frequency and cumulative frequency, etc. And so what you can do, this by the way has multiple parts. It looks like there's part A, part B, and part C as well. So I'm not going to completely do this, but it looks like here if I have 50 part-time students were asked about their courses, we want to fill in the rest of this table. So out of 50, I have 30 so far, so it looks like I need 20 more. And then the relative frequencies, it looks like this is going to be about 20% and this is going to be 40%. And the cumulative relative frequency, we have a 0.4 here, let's call this a 0.6, and then 100%. So what you could do is you can go from here. Uh, you could actually fill in the rest of the stuff, but you can also do this by taking it step by step. So part A, if you want to check to make sure all your answers are correct, you can submit, and then this program will tell you what you got wrong and what you got correct. So let's do another one. What percentage of students take exactly 2 courses? So I would try to guess maybe a 40%, and let's check that. And then I see that there's an X mark here that says that's not completely correct. And let's try another one. So this computer system is set so that you technically have 100 tries. Some people set it, or some instructors would set it to just 5 or 3 tries, but I set it to 100, which is hopefully what we would be equivalent for us to be unlimited. But the idea is not for you to just guess a bunch of numbers. If you get stuck at somewhere, you can click on the reading part over here, or you can ask questions in our website, the Web Access website, where there's a forum for each chapter of the homework. So if we type in the correct answer, which is 20%, and we hit enter, we can see that that becomes a check mark, and so that becomes correct. So we can jump around to do these homework assignments. You can go back to my assignments, or go back to home, which will also give you a list of the assignments. And then if you click on my assignments, it gives you your progress. So you can jump around to another homework assignment and then attempt that. Just remember that there are due dates. I think these due dates are fairly accurate. This is homework for chapter 3, 3-1, and this is due on February 2nd. So for something like this, we would type in a bunch of expressions, and so I won't do that. Let's just go on with the other types of aspects of your homework assignment. So say today was February 3rd and you were not able to complete this. The way I have put in the syllabus that you can request for extensions would be clicking on this extension request. So this is supposed to be due on the 2nd. If you click on the extension request, something like this would pop up. I'm requesting an extension until, so this was due on the 2nd, so maybe you want to do it within the week after that. So let's say February 9th, and then the reason for my request is because I forgot, or some other valid excuse. Excuse doesn't really matter. I just want to see what your reason might be. And then you would hit submit, and then hopefully within 24 hours I can see this request and be able to respond and open up the assignment for you. Okay, so I think that's about it with this WebAssign site. That's all we really need to do, is to establish our homework and be able to complete our homework. From here, what I do is I take your scores and I transfer it over to Web Access, which is going to be our main portal for this class. So this WebAssign is really just for homework assignments. Alright, so I hope that helps, and I'll see you online.